I genuinely wish that the world of business was run more like the world of fitness. I like to start with a story. So a long time ago, I signed up for a gym membership, and if you know what happens when you sign up for a gym membership, they usually try to get a trainer to talk to you about your goals and your mission and what you'd like to accomplish. And my story is no different. I sat down with a personal trainer, and he asked me several questions about what I'd like to do. And in typical fashion, I answer, I'd love to have a six-pack, and I'd love to be muscular, and all the generic things that us people living in Scottsdale love to say. So he laid out a plan for me, and it included some fitness regimen and some diet restrictions. And he asked me a question. He said, are you willing to meet me here at 6 a.m. 5 days a week? And are you willing to cut out some of the fatty foods in your life, cheeseburgers, fries, pizza, etc.? And I said, I don't know if I'm ready to meet you at 5 or 6 a.m. every single day. And he said, are you sure you want to lose weight and be muscular? And I said, no, trust me, I really do want those things. And then he replied with something I probably will never forget. He said, it doesn't seem like you want them, because if you really want something, you'd be here at 6 a.m. Sounds to me like you don't really want it. And then I realized that day that it's not your words that are your truths, it's your actions that are your truths. The most valuable resource that all of us have is time. We just don't want retention issues. I'm so thankful. People don't quit their jobs, they quit their boss. Try and help others see the best version of themselves. Thanks and welcome back to another leadership episode. We're going to talk specifically today about why the world of business should be and can be more like the world of fitness. We're going to break it up into 3 chapters, as usual. Chapter 1, understanding discipline. Chapter 2, an environment of support. And Chapter 3, indexing for maximum results. Okay, let's start by understanding discipline. In the world of fitness, it seems like we're predisposed to understanding a very simple rule. The work you put in today is not necessarily going to generate results for you quickly. It's actually not going to generate results for weeks, months, and sometimes years, depending on the goal that you'd like to achieve. So we go into this environment knowing and understanding that failure is part of the process. In fact, pain is part of the process. Rejection and defeat are part of the process, and yet we embrace it. All the time I see my friends, especially who are fitness gurus, and they say, the gym kicked my ass today, and they got a huge smile on their face when they say it. But no one ever says work kicked my ass today and followed by a smile. It's usually work kicked my ass today and I can't wait to get the F out of there. We have to try to understand and convince ourselves that work life is very similar to fitness life. You will be dealt a lot of bad hands. You will deal with a lot of rejection. That's part of the process. One of the reasons that we fail at work and don't understand that the failure is part of the process is because we didn't give ourselves a plan to start out our work career. We do and say something like this about 8 or 9 months into our career. Yeah, I don't know if I feel successful here. In 20 plus years of training and leadership and managing teams, I've had dozens, if not hundreds of people pull me aside for a one-on-one and tell me, Levi, I just don't know if I'm feeling successful. I don't know if this place is right for me. To which my immediate response is, you've been here for 4 weeks. Learn to understand that defeat, rejection, and pain are part of the learning process. And if we can get more people to realize that work is very similar to fitness in the sense where pain and rejection and defeat are part of the process, we'd have a lot fewer of those conversations about not feeling like we're successful. Not feeling like you're successful in fitness is actually a really good thing, as long as you've got a really good laid out plan and somebody pushing you in the right direction. Number 2, an environment of support. You ever notice how in the gym people are always very eager to help each other? There's an ongoing notion of support and enthusiasm and love for your fellow gym enthusiasts. In fact, you see people who are out of shape, who are starting to work out for the first time, and your initial notion is to say, yeah, let's go. I love that you're working out. I love that you're taking the right turn in your life. I love that you're going on this path. Let's go on this path together. And yet in the business world, when you're good at something and you see somebody starting out for the first time, you tend to feel a little bit of, I don't really want to help this person. I don't have time right now. I got my own things to do. They can't even operate a computer. I don't have the patience for this. But in fitness, you have more than patience. You have eagerness to support, right? Think about group exercises as a really great example. Some of the best shape I've ever been in my entire life was when one of my good friends, Chase, convinced me to start CrossFit with him. I was hooked. I've never felt so supported in any environment in my life, business or fitness. And I remember thinking, wow, these people are in this with me. And some of them are in great shape, some of them are in terrible shape, but it doesn't doesn't really matter. We're all in it to win it together, and that was the best feeling I've had in a group fitness environment. Oh, what do you want? Go, you can't lick me in the middle of a video. Also, during group exercise sessions, calling someone out is kind of a good thing. You see somebody slacking or tired or taking a really long break, the first thing you say is, get your ass up, let's go. You got this, okay? I'm gonna push you, you're gonna push me, and we're gonna do it together. In fitness, if you lie, you're only lying to yourself. But in business, we tend to lie a lot more, and we tend to make those lies kind of true. Like, this didn't work out for me, and here's why, or that didn't work out for me, and that's why. And we tend to make excuses in business, and we tend to make those excuses really believable for some reason, as if we don't know that we're lying to ourselves. If the world of business was more like the world of fitness, your team would rally around you when you're having a bad day, and they would say, come on, let's go. We're not gonna stop right now. We got a lot more work to do, and we're gonna finish it together. And finally, let's talk about indexing. I don't know if you're familiar with what indexing sounds or feels like, so I'll explain it to you. Indexing means finding a target or a goal and reverse engineering it backwards to discover a plan for that goal. In fitness, it's really simple. You say, I want to lose 25 pounds. So your coach or your instructor or your personal trainer is going to write out a plan for you. And it could be a daily plan with certain exercises that you have to do, certain foods, and sometimes even a sleep regimen. And they write it out for you in a way that's very followable. All you have to do is do what's written down in your coach's plan. And if you do it to a T, you will be extremely successful. Again, not necessarily today, but over time you will find success if you follow that process. That's called indexing. Finding a goal, a target, and reverse engineering that target step by step in order to meet it and not deviating from it. Sometimes if you do deviate from the target, then a good coach will make adjustments in your plan to re-index for you. And therefore you might have to play a little bit of catch up. Maybe you only did 3 sets when you were supposed to do 5. Your coach is going to adjust your plan and re-index for you based on how much time you have allocated. Now, if you're a coach in the business world, I'm going to call you a coach on purpose because that's what you are. That's what real leaders do. If you take a moment to think about your group as one individual at a time, you will drive much better results. Again, a personal trainer is not going to treat all of their clients the same. They are different heights. They are different weights. They come from different backgrounds. They have different genetics. They need different plans. So in the world of business, it is up to you in leadership to try to think about a personalized plan for each one of your people. Your organization might have a script or a playbook. I promise you, as much as you'd like to think and convince yourself that the playbook is a one-size-fits-all, it certainly isn't. There are people of different ages, different backgrounds, and different techniques in terms of how they speak and how they communicate. It is up to you to sit down one by one and think about an individualized coaching plan for every single person on your team and custom tailor it to them based on how they speak, based on how they sound, based on how they act. Just because they don't act like you or sound like you doesn't make them bad. It just means you have to custom tailor something for them. So this is my grand wish for the world of business, for all of us to start thinking about it like it's the world of fitness. If you are a coach in today's business world and you are working on creating individualized plans and scripts and playbooks for your people, I salute you. You're doing a really great job, and you've probably created a really warm and inviting and team-based atmosphere for your people. Keep that up. Hi there. If you like my content, subscribe. It's really easy. See that guy right there? This guy? Click on his face. Hopefully you love my content. Hopefully you want more of it. The best compliment you could pay is to hit the like button, comment, and I promise to continue to put out good material for you.